Hey, what's going on, my fellow collectors? Jim here with another figure review. Tonight we're taking a look at the brand new Neca Alien Covenant Xenomorph. Very, very cool figure. Now, I went to Toys R Us and found these. They also have another one. I can't think of what the name off the top was, but it's funny because I actually had the other one in my hands at first because I was going to buy it. It was like all white and it looked just sick. It looked crazy. It looked freaky. But I don't have any, xenomorphs in my collection. So I figured, let me pick this one up because this one does look cool as well. I might go back and get the other one at some time, but I definitely wanted to get one of these in my collection. But the packaging, as you see, it's pretty much all black. It's kind of hard to even see the figure in there because it's just black on black. But you get this really kind of cool like skeleton look right here. You have Alien Covenant Xenomorph. On the one side, you basically just get the continue of the picture on the front. On the other side, you get this kind of crazy wicked picture right here. It says Alien Covenant. On the top, you get the small open window. On the bottom, you get the NECA Real Toys 20th Century Fox. All the people responsible for making this awesome figure. Then on the back, you get some pictures along with a little bit of a read-up. But yeah, that is the packaging. Let's crack this thing open and check it out. Okay, and here he is all out of the packaging. Now, along with the packaging, you do get this insert, and it's basically just this kind of like, silver gray background of, I don't know if that's an egg or the top of a head or some kind of brain or something, but that is pretty cool that that is included. But unfortunately, that's really all you get with the figure. There is no accessories. Now, when I did pick this guy up, I did notice that NECA also has a pack of accessories that they are selling to go with these Alien Covenant figures. But let's take a closer look at this guy because, like NECA always does, they killed it with the sculpt and everything. Now, the head of this thing is just absolutely awesome. I mean, look at the head sculpt on that. So freaking cool. Really, really nice sculpt and paint all over this thing. And the thing that I like is the top of the head is almost like in a translucent plastic. You can kind of like see the skeleton underneath this piece. I don't know if it's coming out on camera that well, but really, really cool. This entire piece is kind of like, yeah, you can see it. So it's like, this is kind of like a translucent plastic that they have over top of it, and then the rest of the sculpt. But I mean, just absolutely sick looking figure. Very, very cool looking figure. And then coming down to the chest, I mean, it's just, again, really, really nice. I don't know if they did like an all black and put all these kind of brown colors in it, or if it's all brown, they added the black. But it's basically just a lot of black, but more or less brown is very pronounced all throughout the figure. But his legs look really cool coming down to his knees. Coming down to his feet, they look really crazy. There's a side profile shot. He's really, really tall, so it's kind of hard for me to get them all on camera. And then you get these awesome, I don't know what these things are, coming out of his back. And you get this awesome tail, which is really, really long, and it is a little bit on the articulated side. So you can kind of bend it around and pose it a little bit. And coming up the other side of the figure, again, really, really nice paint and sculpt, as usual from NECA. Now, the one thing I will say is he is definitely hard to stand. I mean, it's like, I was trying to like see if I could get the tail bent in some way to kind of help support him. And yeah, there you go. Now, as far as articulation with this guy, the head does rotate. I mean, you do kind of run into these parts right here, but you do get a little bit of rotation out of that. You do get quite a bit of down. I mean, you get really nice down movement, and you get really fairly good up movement too. So basically the neck, you know, has a hinge and it'll go really, really far down, really, really up. You don't really get too much pivot. Actually, you get no pivot side to side at all. But, you know, of course, it will rotate. The arms have a hinge and swivel, and they hinge out about that much, so not really horizontal. That will, you know, of course, swivel all the way around. There is no bicep or no rotation around that ball there. You do have a single, I guess that's a single bend at the elbow, but you get really good range. And then you do get a cut here in the middle torso, which does allow the figure to have rotation side to side. You do get quite a bit, you know, crunch back and a good bit of crunch forward. And of course you do get, you know, nice side to side pivot with that. So, you know, nice range of motion. The legs, they pretty much will do the entire splits. They will kick out about that much. They will kick back quite a bit. This is all like a soft, you know, plastic, so it kind of gets out of the way. I don't know. Oh yeah, there is a thigh swivel. This side's just really, really tight, but this one over here broke free. You do have double jointed knees, which give pretty good range. I'm not getting the full extent of that, but that will go all the way back. I'm just not getting the full extent of that joint right there. And you do get swivel there at the knee. And as far as the feet, there is a hinge that allows it to hinge pretty far back. You get about that much forward, and you do get a forward-facing pin for a rocker and pivot. And then there is a toe hinge, which goes up about that much. So, I mean, the articulation on him is actually pretty impressive for, you know, the figure. Now, as far as a height, he is about a little bit over 9 inches, you know, standing. I mean, he's pretty much standing straight up. Like I said, he is kind of hard to stand on his own, but, you know, bending the tail in a certain way to kind of, you know, give him something to fall back on will allow him to stand straight up. Here's a size comparison with a Predator figure. So you see, when he's standing straight up, he is a little bit on the tall side, but I'm sure that's in scale. And then here's just a, you know, kind of like a standard Marvel Legends, just to give you a little size comparison with Marvel Legends. But yeah, guys, that is the review on the Alien Covenant Xenomorph. Very, very cool figure. Great paint, great sculpt, once again, by Neca. It's going to look good up on the shelf. But yeah, that's the review. Give me a comment, subscribe, and I'll catch you guys on the next figure review. Take care.